So we are excited about what's coming ahead. Bryge, let's go! Let's go! But before we do that, we may want to cross over to another culprit. We told her, let's famba together. And if Nega, she decides to go to the foot of Africa. So good luck, Nozuko. Enjoy that. Keep updating us. Keep telling us what's going on. So we are crossing the bridge. Finally, we're entering the South African side. As soon as we crossed the bridge, we stopped recording. We knew that was a security point. But these folks tried to persuade us to record. They even said, oh, let's start with the picture. If no one stops us, then you guys can record the video as you run past the border. But Bryge and I were not willing to risk it. We didn't want to be told to format our whole memory card. But as soon as we crossed that line where the police said it was camera, lights, action again, and these guys were a bunch of energy for days. Thank you. And soon the signs started reminding you that you were now in Limpopo. And from here, there was no turning back. So folks, we made it to the first water point in South Africa. Wow. This water point. Now,
yes!
So they have energy drink.
Yes!
They have potatoes, maheu, and now have an orange.
And next year we are going to Marula Festival.
There you go. Tell us more about Marula Festival.
Yes, it's happening next year, February. Everyone must be there in Palavurwa.
There you go, folks.
Yes.
Marula Festival.
Yes,
Nice,
that is 21K anyway.
Sleep over here at Bryge. Accommodation. Sleep over right here at the border.
There you go, folks. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. From there, it was open roads, and you could see that it was going to be a bit isolated. I mean, at this stage, we couldn't see the people that were ahead of us. But before we knew it, we were at the next water point, the next aid station. I think the excitement of seeing people again that you could talk to just got the better of Bryge. We passed the lady, she tried to join us. But before that, Bryge turned it into strictly camp dancing kind of thing. I'm not so sure about the leg movement there. I think that was an attempt at the Zimbabwe dance. But yeah, okay, let me leave this. Let me focus on the running. And the guys at the aid station were very nice. They didn't talk much. I think they understood our struggles. They understood our battles because we were now going up. But they had all the supplies, and that was a welcome development because, as I said, it was now getting isolated and isolated. From there, unfortunately, I parted ways with Bryge. I said, let's ramp it up. And he said, no, I'm still dealing with my injury, so let me take it easy. But I must say, folks, after leaving Bryge behind, it became a long and slow, winding sort of journey. I mean, I was running fast, but the kilometers were just not passing. You'd be like sprinting, because at that stage, I must have been running under 5 minutes a K. I was still strong, but then the kilometers were just not going. And then the hills also started coming. Eventually, I came across another vibrant water point, vibrant aid station. The guys here were full of energy, I must say.
You can do this. You can do this. It's the final stretch. Don't listen to your body.
Everyone has been saying final stretch.
You need some additional water.
I'm good.
Well done. How was it?
Since the border has been difficult, climbing is going up.
Yeah. It's been a bit challenging. But what?
But let's do this.
Yeah. You're almost there. You're almost there. There you go. Cool.
Yeah. Let's put this.
Enjoy the last few days.
That Coke is too full. Hey, you don't have another cup?
You can take it.
I can just pour.
Take it. Cool. Enjoy, man.
No, I'm not going yet. Don't chase me.
No, not yet.
I thought you're gone. I thought you're gone. I thought you're time conscious.
Number one is already showered. So folks, time for an update. The going got tough. After the border, we started climbing a bit, which was a bit worrying. Plus the heat also came down, so it's been tough a bit. But we are 38, 4 to go. So that. Should be another 20-25 minutes max, and then we are done. Just after the 40k mark, I could hear the noise from the stadium, from the school, but I couldn't figure out where I would get the 2.2 kilometers because I was just about to turn into the gate, and there was no marshal there. That was also confusing. So I thought maybe there was a loop that we would do and then come back to the school. But the police officer said to me, no, go in here. Then I saw something like a loop, and I thought, okay, maybe this is where the 2 kilometers is going to come from. But I was still not convinced, and at that stage I was tired and I'm doing mathematical calculations, and it just didn't make sense. And eventually when I got to where the chaps were sitting, and they said, no, 10 left, you'll be on the grass. But at that point I'm only at like 40.2 kilometers, I think. And that's when I realized that no, this course was short. It was not going to give me 42 kilometers.
Oh, my name is Webster Moyo. So I've enjoyed Two Coutries Marathon. I'm hoping to enjoy my time next year. I'm coming back for back-to-back. And I really like the route. It's a good preparation. I wish if it was just around comrade time. I really like it.
This is to go. You have got this. You make it look easy. We need a strong finish. We've got another lady coming in now. That stride looks phenomenal. I love it. You have to have that photo finish, and she's making it work. Come on, let's cheer on. Look at that smile. Yes, man. Come on. Almost there. 10 minutes to go. Raise those hands. Yes, that's all you did.
And then finally, after waiting a bit, the Sub-Halala bus eventually entered. As you know, the Sub-Halala always enters in action. That was that. The whole crew, the whole team had finished the Two Coutries Marathon. And it was time to start thinking about the long journey back. So from there, we quickly went and showered and got on the road. And to break the monotony, we had to take a couple of stops, and Bryge kind of lectured us about how this whole Tropic of Capricorn and when the sun is this side of the equator and all that. But for me, I was just like, welcome break. Let's just take pictures and videos and keep going because it's an adventure. That's what it was about. Next pit stop, it was now time to hear people's views.
Sabbatical greetings to one and all. Finally, I've managed to touch base. Wabulawayo, the land of my fathers. Oh, this one is an evidence to all of you, my brothers. I've finally managed to touch base. The race was so nice. Everything was on top. But the way minor touches where I had to stop only just to fix my race number. Because by the time I noticed that my race number is shrinking, I only had a piece of it. And knowing that my race number represents my passport, I had to save that small piece. I had to take it out and put it on my backpack. other than that, meeting different people every time, it's also nice. And like I always say, the fewer the people, the merry. Like I always enjoy races where people, they get to choose if they want to run with people, and they choose if they just want to be themselves. Like I always say, running is not for people who cannot stand being alone. So if you can't stand being alone, you can't come and run these races. But other than that, the race was on top. The rating, I would say it's a 9. I really enjoy the support on the side. Guys, I really felt the magic. Every time I passed each baobab tree, I could feel the magic. Those trees, they really have magic. They are our last remaining giants, guys. And they still carry so much power. Each time I saw that tree, I increased my pace. Each time I saw that tree, I increased my pace. So you guys have magic in your area. I say, you guys, you really need to cherish it, you know. I would be so proud if I was to stay around a baobab tree, you know. And I give thanks once again, Farai and Bryge, to come and invite us in this journey, you know. And for Mikey, once again, to consider me as a running partner. I'm so much overwhelmed, and I appreciate that. That's the fire.
So another 100 before 40 and beyond one in the bag. An epic adventure it was. I was the thorn amongst 3 roses.
As usual.
As usual. The usual suspect. The drive was beautiful. Company was amazing. And then the coffee is also quite good. We were up at the crack of sunrise. We raced to the start, and you know, Ms. Farai is very epic of getting us there in 60 seconds. Handed in our passports, collected our race numbers, and they said, oh no, you can chill. And we chilled. We got onto a bus and we drove all the way into what was formerly known as Rhodesia, where the race started. Epic race, 21 Ks to the border. We had blue light escorting this morning, and at the race, when we got to the circle, we were told that no, you can use at the border, the circle at the border. They said, this is for you, you can take your time. We took great epic pictures that will be shared. The sun actually came out later. It behaved, you know, it wasn't as hot as I expected it to be, because I was told last night that I was going to fry, and I was also told there might not be food, and there was a lot of food on the road. Ice cold Machel that actually got at around 21K, and you know, at the border this morning we spent about 20 minutes. And we're talking about Bryge, not just any border. We were literally there for about 20 minutes, in and out of the border. And this is from SA side to the Zim side. And I was shook because I've been at that border before and I know how it gets. But support was amazing on the road. The guys at the Zim side, they were beautiful. They loved the runners. Oh, they said they're going to come and run with us next week, but we know what that means. It might never happen. But well-organized race. Out of 10, I would give them an 8, only because they did not have bins for the rubbish. But other than that, no, sterling performance. Will I be back? Most definitely. I love epic adventures. 100 before 40 and beyond. We like, we subscribe.
Right, folks. Today I didn't go for a recovery run like the rest of the team. They went to the waterfall half marathon. Well done, folks. But yeah, I went for a recovery walk, as you can see. Needed to stretch my legs. I've got a long trip after this. Yeah, it's the day after the race, Two Coutries. We ran from Bryge to Messina. Beautiful race. Nice to be back after 10 years since we last ran together, Farai. So yeah, race review. Honestly, I like the new route. I enjoyed the fact that you don't get as isolated as the previous route where we ran along the fence. Unfortunately, it wasn't a full road closure for obvious reasons. It is a busy road. And but I thoroughly enjoyed the race. Race number collection for me, very, very smooth, despite the fact that we were a little bit late in the morning. Got there, the organizers put us at ease, we got our numbers, and off we went. Crossing the border, shortest time ever. Like I said, whatever you guys did, keep doing it. I would definitely be back just for that experience of crossing the border in record time. Running back, Zimbabwean side, stunning. It was nice to be home, nice to see the crowds. Lots of water along the route, especially as we were about to approach the border post. So that was really fun. Downside, I thought you could have done a little bit better with the marshals. Went through the border, there were no directions of where we needed to go. So that was a bit of a downside. And also, as we were coming into the finish line, there could have been a few more marshals just to assist. Aid stations on point, particularly on the South African side. I really enjoyed the first station outside the border post, and there was like everything here, maheu. I'm sure you've seen that part, but I really enjoyed that aid station. Medal on point, still the best. Absolutely love it. I know others got silver, and German, well done. I didn't get a silver, but I got a nice finisher's medal and a finisher's t-shirt. I like the idea of a finisher's t-shirt because I worked for it. So what score would I give you? I'm very happy about the t-shirt, happy about the medal, happy about the route, but there was a lot to be desired. The race number, my race number totally got demolished when I put water on myself. So you could do better with getting a waterproof race number that sticks on for the rest of the route. There could be a little bit more marshals on the route. Yes, there was one particular lady just on the off-ramp. She was so energetic. I think we could do with more marshals like you, young lady. You gave us so much energy towards the end. Can't do anything about the weather. But yeah, so my score, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to give you a 6 out of 10 because I think there's a lot to be improved over time. But it is great to see this race back, and I am looking forward to coming back. I am told that this race might be alternating. So next year, we could be running from South Africa to Zimbabwe. So I'm not sure if this is true. I'm speculating. If it is not true, it is my proposal to the organizers. So I hope we can run from South Africa to Bryge. I'll be back if you keep running this race the way you have done it. Good luck and thank you.
So that was that, folks. The Two Coutries Marathon 2025 was done and dusted. As everyone has already said, I won't repeat everything that was said. It was a brilliant affair for me, having last done it 10 years ago. It was kind of exciting to come back and do it again. Many things went very well on the day. I think the number of things that went well were much more than the things that didn't go well. That is not to say nothing didn't go well. I mean, like I said, the distance was not 42.2 kilometers. I don't know whether they lost the distance on the SA side or they lost the distance on the Zim side, because the SA side, the finish point is a fixed point, whereas the starting point on the Zim side may have been the issue. I don't know. I'm not going to make excuses for them. The number thing that Bryge and German complained about, that number could improve. They could get a better number. The marshals by the border, as Bryge said, it was a bit confusing. Plus, you had to ask the police and the army. And as you know, they're not the best people to ask for things. So yeah, but anyway, we made our way. We found our way. And running through the border, the actual border where the people are and all that noise and that excitement was something that I really, really enjoyed. Last did it many years ago, doing it again this time around in style on the main border. That was exciting. The aid stations, water points on the South African side, even though it was isolated on the main road, you just were getting support from the cars and the trucks and all that. They were still brilliant. There were not too many people, but the guys that were manning them were doing a fantastic job, trying to encourage you to keep going. And as Bryge said, I also have to mention that young lady who was after this water point here. She was there and she was full of energy. If I had borrowed just some of the energy, I probably would have gone for another 50k because yeah, she was full of energy. So for me, folks, as you know, I'm very generous with my scoring, with my rating. You have to be really, really bad for me to deduct so many points. And one day we'll talk about the criteria and have an objective criteria so that people are not confused how I score this. But for this race, I would have to score it a 7 because that distance thing just didn't sit well with me. I would have to say 7 out of 10 because all the other things can go pear-shaped because yeah, people took too much water and all those things. But at least the distance, you must be able to get it right. Maybe the border thing compensated for the distance because yeah, it was very smooth. So that was that, folks. If you're looking for a marathon to do, I would definitely recommend this one because next year I'll be back there. And for those who've been paying attention and wondering what happened to Nozuko, I think she had a jaw. She sent me a few clips saying, Nami, I also enjoyed. And looking at the short clips that she sent, she had quite a time there. I think their transport to the start was the C class, the cattle class. They had to hop onto this truck. Probably used to transport cattle and horses and donkeys. But anyway, on this day, this was race day transport.
Are you ready? Go for it!
And then the big guns were out for the start gun.
I just hope that I'm gonna be able to finish this race because I'm already having fun and enjoying. I'm approaching a very busy section. It's lovely. And the people are very happy. Let me turn to them. Yes. There we go. There we go. This is the warmest part. Thank you. Yes. Food for Africa. We are here to see. Yes. Yes.
Well done to you, eh?
Yes, thank you. Yes. Who is the queen of Food for Africa? It is me, eh? Yes. Woo! Food for Africa.
Later in the day, as we were trying to brag to Nozuko that we enjoyed our race, she dropped a bombshell. She told us that she had made podium. Like, whoa, podium, what are you talking about? She's like, no, it's not just podium. It's also podium and some cash. So she brags about the cash and all that. And eventually she tells us that she got some cash for being the last finisher. So there you go, folks. There's always hope for all of us. Some races pay you handsomely for being the first, but then there are some that pay you for being the last one. If you're really looking for cash and podium, maybe this is another race you should try. Thanks Nozuko for the footage, and we're glad that you enjoyed your race.